bad?
Traffic violation. What's wrong with you, kid?
I need a new liver and a new intestine.
Yeah? You want mine?
I can't have that nice man's organs. He offered.
You know how in school, there are rules you have to follow? The same goes for here. We have to follow the rules or else we get in big trouble. And what that man offered you was definitely against the rules.
No.
She's fighting with the insurance people again.
You're not supposed to worry about stuff like that.
Tell her something good today. Even if nothing good happens. She needs good news.
I've got a body full of high-quality parts here. 3-day liquidation sale. Everything must go.
Even if we could do it, you have to be a match for him. Which means we'd have to cross-match your blood with his.
Good thing we're both in a hospital, then.
The boy who needs organs, I presume, wants to live. And me, I have organs. I'm ready to die.
We'd removed a piece of your skull. Which means your brain is now only covered by dura mater. It's virtually exposed. If somehow that area were to be damaged, it would cause intracranial bleeding, which would cause your brain to swell worse than it did today, which would result in brain death. So as your doctor, I need you to be very careful not to damage it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
All right, try adjusting the height of the drip chamber and let's raise this bed up another 10 degrees.
What'll that do?
Not much.
Jackson, you listen to Mommy. It is not time. You do not get to go yet. You have to stay here with me. You hear me? You stay with Mommy. It is not time, baby. I love you. And I need you to fight. I need you to fight, Jackson. Come on. Come on. You fight to stay.
Dr. Shepard?
Dr. Bailey?
I need you to stop. I need you to put down the scalpel. This man is trying to kill himself, and God forgive me, I need you to...
You need to leave my OR, Dr. Bailey.
5 days. In 5 days, this man is going to die, and his organs are going to go with him. They'll be buried with his body, and they'll rot in the ground, and that is a crime. It's a crime against life. It's only 5 days. That's it. That's all we're taking from him, and he doesn't want them anyway.
You took an oath, Miranda.
No, that I know. We took an oath, but right now that oath makes no sense. It makes no sense. It doesn't. So just stop. Just stop. Don't do anything else for this man.
If I stop this surgery, it's the same as me sticking this scalpel into his brain. Is that what you want?
Yes, that's what I want.
It's a long shot. Just go. Whatever Bailey's doing, I hope to hell she's having better luck than we are.
He's hemorrhaging through his craniectomy. Should I at least put in a subdural drain?
That's up to Dr. Bailey.
Dr. Bailey? Dr. Bailey should have put in a drain?
No.
There's a lot of bleeding. We should really do something soon.
I am aware of that, Dr. Yang.
Sir, really soon.
your call, Dr. Bailey. It's up to you. Am I an executioner? Or am I a surgeon? It's up to you. It's your call.
Pick up the scalpel.
Hello, my name is Chinapatsai Ortan.
Hello, my name is Suthasini Lakshai Ona. Hello, my name is Miriya Suyasuwanagunbiu.
Hello, my name is Tawan Jogamarakon.
Hello, my name is Metavi Sithong. And follow the video we attached. We think it's really interesting to talk about the topic that doesn't have definitive answer and challenge people ethics. Then for them to think if you were a people in that situation, what would you do? Well, from the video you just saw, a boy was suffering from a liver and intestine abnormal, and a man was dying. So he offered his organ to the boy. Will, do you have any idea about people's reaction in this situation?
For me, it may seem to be cruel and some kind of inhuman. But I would do exactly the same as Dr. Billy, because the man is going to die anyway in a few days, maybe from the brain dead or the punishment. And as you see from the video, the reason that he hurt himself like that is he wanted to sacrifice his life to the boy. So if the doctor don't do anything after that, after his brain died, naturally, his body will be useless, and his organ will be completely unable to transplant. So if the doctor confirms his intention, there would be more than one life they can save, and whether the boy can use his liver or not. And because the video doesn't say anything about the matching test, and I still believe that his organ will be definitely benefit to so much more people who are suffering from the disease like heart disease or renal failure. And maybe they are waiting for the new organ.
But he didn't tell the doctor about his decision. The doctor has no right to represent him, right?
Yeah, but I think that's what a doctor should do. At least the doctor fulfills his last will.
Well, according to autonomy, the patient has the right to refuse or choose their treatment. In this case, he decided to suicide to liberate his organ. I think that means he refused his treatment. And I think he wants to donate his organ to save the child's life. So I think we can decide not to treat him from his will.
But he didn't inform or confirm from it.
Well, I think an important aspect of being a doctor is to treat the patient's life for the best. We have no right to take decisions what it is the right thing to do or not. We have no right to make decisions for the patients. Patients will be good or bad, poor or rich person. No matter how, the doctor had to treat patients to the best way. In video, to preserve the life of a boy, Dr. Belly almost ruined a man's life. She wants her patients to be recovered, but she has no taking anyone's life away to save another life. In fact, we cannot decide it. We have no right to give someone life for anyone, I think.
I think Vietnam, according to medical ethics, the rule and guideline governing decision in medical ethics, we must not harm the patient. Do the good. The patient life is the most important thing to concern. If we didn't treat him, it means we harm him, and he will die from brain death, even though we have organs from his body to save the child's life. But the man will die. So I think that means we didn't follow the medical ethic. I think it's not true. We must follow the medical ethic because we are doctors.
But don't you think his organ is still useful? It can give other people new life.
But whether patients are ready to survive after the operations or not, the doctors have a duty to help him at that time with fullest ability. And it is undeniable that it is a matter of destiny that we could not determine. We can only do our job in the best way as possible, the best treatment, the best wish, and be the best doctor.
I focus on the surgeon because he is a doctor in charge of patient. I wonder would he do follow Dr. Billy's decision if she decides to heal the man untimely. As a state of surgeon, I think it don't try to give your patient life in another man's hand. You have to hold fast to your job to save your patient life.
Yeah. In the beginning of the video, I think one of the things that make patient decide to hurt himself or committed suicide, I think Dr. Gray should have told the patient about the susceptibility of his brain to get injured again, even though it's what the doctor should do. But I think the doctor should be more concerned if the patient might do something bad to hurt themselves. Especially in this case, the patient wants to die and he sees the benefits that the boy will get if he dies. But actually, what he does leads to the biggest and the bigger and more complicated problem.
Maybe it's just Dr. Good view, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's his job to say something like that, to inform what patients should or shouldn't do.
Okay, yeah. But I think in fact, in the hospital, if the patient got operation, it's natural for patient to not to hurt their surgery wound. But if the doctor tell the man about his susceptibility of his brain, I think it's a kind of giving him an idea to hurt his brain.
And I see we should be careful overall when we use it with the patient. And well, you will see that there are no right or wrong best decision and no one was true or false because every decision is come out from a good view. That will take good effect one way or another. In real life, we have to use many critical thinking under more conditional in the life. And thank you for watching our video. Goodbye. Bye.